Hello, so I went to visit the classic football shirt store in Manchester. It's their physical store. You know that I buy, and I suppose everybody else who's watching here generally buy from their online store, but they do have a couple of physical stores in the UK, one of course being the Manchester one, and the other one being based in London. Now Manchester is closer to where I live, so I thought I would do a little day trip and go and film some content. Not necessarily to go and buy some shirts, because I have quite a few arriving from various sources over the next few weeks. But the only issue was, when I was in the store filming, they, like many other general shops, they had some music playing in the background. And my worry is that there's going to be some sort of copyright issues there. So what I've decided to do is just use the video content that I filmed, remove the sound, and what I'm going to do is just narrate over the top of what you are watching. And then we'll see if it works. If you guys enjoy this, then I can do it again. If not, then, well, we tried something, didn't we? So it is going to be a bit of a longer video, but it's hopefully going to be quite nice and relaxing and chilled. We get to see some very nice shirts, and you get to see what it's like to be inside the store, which is probably quite useful for those of you who are either not clearly obviously based in England or live just too far away from one of the physical stores. So without further ado, here is a little bit of footage that I found when I was looking around the store in Manchester. Enjoy. Okay then, so this is the sort of the side entrance to the building. As you can see, they've got a load of shirts there on mannequins, some sort of the high value ones, the ones that people could recognize, the ones that they wish to show off. You've got Jamaica there, and of course like Fiorentina. And this is me now entering the store. They've got like little figurines there and accessories, sort of scarves and hats and whatnot. They've got a few shirts there that you look up. So there is the window that I was showing you at the beginning, and you walk around and they have some footballs there, as you can see, and we have a few rails of shirts there, and on the wall we have a TV showing a bit of football, and we got some books which are kind of cool, and they've got the annuals as well that they've done from their exhibits. These shirts here are sort of framed away. I don't believe these are for sale. I don't think they had a price on them. You've got like, you know, Real Ferdinand shirt there, and you've got a nice Chelsea one in the top left there. Here are just what I think are the only children's shirts that are in the store. You've got a lovely Chelsea third shirt here with Hazard on the back, which is a nice choice. But yeah, I don't believe they actually have many other children's sizes in the store. So that's a bit of a shame, but the store isn't actually particularly massive, so I can understand why they do that. They do have some Venezia shirts though, so if you are watching this and you know of some smaller people who could enjoy some Venezia shirts, then they do have a few for sale for you there. They do have the home and the away shirt from a couple of seasons ago, I believe it was. But at this point I decided that I'd want to go upstairs to see all of the shirts themselves. It's not often that I find myself in a location that has more shirts than the room that I'm sitting in right now, but this place definitely ticks that box. I do apologise for the filming in this. It's very difficult to do it one-handed and then look at the shirts. So these are the Heroes and Legends section. So it's the shirts that I've got players personalised on the back. And the first one I came across was Martial, and it was a Heroes and Legends. It's like, that's pushing it a little bit there. But we've got what they generally do is they try to put the clubs together, so it's like all the Barcelona shirts together, all the Real Madrid shirts together, etc. This David Villa shirt really, really very nice. I love the teal of the shirt there, very, very cool. And I do quite like David Villa, though maybe I'd get a Valencia version with him on the back here. So we've got Atletico Madrid there. We've got AC Milan shirts with Kevin Prince Boateng on the back. Rivaldo, this is where he was doing his sort of world tour of clubs when he went to Greece and played for Athens, obviously towards the end of his career. It's kind of a cool little shirt there. We've got another Milan shirt there. Van der Vaart shirt from Ajax, very nice. Van der Vaart's one of my cult sort of hero players. It's very, very cool. That shirt there, you can see it's got some stains on the shirt there, so the condition of these shirts are very varied. We've got Di Maria shirt there. We've got Vitolo. I'm not sure why he's in there, to be honest. Got an old Atlanta shirt. It's kind of cool. It's just a mixture of everything, really. You've got the newer stuff and the older stuff sort of dotted around. Some players that you could recognise, some players that you maybe aren't too familiar with. There's just usually something for everybody there. We've got Iniesta, of course, legend player there. So we've hit the Barcelona shirt. Zambrotta, what a player, underrated. Koku as well, another Dutch player there. Got Sanchez. We've got a Borussia Dortmund shirt here, which is very popular with a lot of people. These sort of 90s shirts, £175 for one of those to get there with Moller on the back. Condition is not too bad, to be honest. There, it's pretty decent. Now we've got to Bayern Munich with Zerabeto on, Brazilian. Can't quite see who that one was. We've got Götze, PSV legend, of course, and Kovac. And we've got back to Barcelona again. This one didn't have a number on the back. I don't know who 21 is. You let me know on that one. Bayern Munich again. We've got Douglas Costa. Bordeaux with McCood. Another player that doesn't get much rating. We've got some more Borussia Dortmund shirts here with Mats Hummels. Some of the older ones. I think this one's got Dede on the back, the defender. And who we got on this one? Jakub Blushikovsky. Very, very cool. Got the Goalkeeper Shirts as well. There weren't too many of those floating around. And we've got Mkhitaryan. People might forget that he was actually really good at that season for Borussia Dortmund. Luca Toni, this one was really cool. I am a Luca Toni fan. I thought he was really cool. He was one of those players that was just classic player. What else are we looking at now? It's kind of difficult sometimes to be able to see what I'm doing because the shirts were so compact. It was difficult to actually be able to get to them with just one hand. I think we're at the French national team now. A couple of Barcelona shirts again there, and some of these tags kept getting stuck together, and it was a bit of a pain trying to negotiate with just with one hand. We've got a Gaza shirt there. This one was interesting. I didn't realise that Mikli played in Malta. Obviously would have been, I presume, end of his career before he decided he wanted to spend some time in jail. Schneider shirt. Galatasaray. Loved Schneider. Absolute favourite. That Dutch team was just really, really nice. Just really, really cool. We got some Brazil action there. Who we got here? Some Germany shirts. Very, very cool. Muller, another Galatasaray shirt with a terrible printing of Alano on the back there. Edgar Davids, very, very cool. This one was really nice. Adriano Inter shirt. One of my favourite players. Really, really love this one. Brand new with tags. Extra large, £250. If that was medium, I mean, I wouldn't get it because it's expensive, but I would love that shirt. Petric. We've got Inter Milan shirts now. So we've got Ronaldo, sort of the better version of Adriano. Very, very nice. Pirelli, of course. Print starting to fade a little bit. I think that was £200, that one. Balotelli, not really the same as Ronaldo. Materazzi, Dybala. What was some more? Got a Djorkaeff. I pulled this one out because this is the shirt that I have. It's got Icardi on, Mr. Lover. Very, very nice. What else are we looking at here? Juventus shirts, it looks like we've reached. And then a random island shirt there, Nedved. That's a good one, isn't it? Lavezzi shirt, Napoli there. Very, very cool. This one was a very difficult rail to negotiate. David Beckham. Was that closer? I'm trying to separate them, but it's just not happening right now. PSG shirt. Who's on the back? Oh, it's Mbappé. Would have been cool to get a Monaco shirt with him on. I think that would be quite cool in the future. But at this stage, I'm just struggling really right now. But I did find these shirts. The third shirt. The Dragon shirt, the one that I want. Toni Kroos on the back. Toni Kroos, I've never really been a huge fan. I don't dislike him. I just don't really see many games of him on, really. Just never got my my heart racing, to be honest. I think there was another one of these. This one, yeah. This one was a little bit better because I think it's got Benzema on the back. Yes, Benzema is a very, very cool player. I've always liked him. I've got the Leon Benzema shirt, so you know it goes back a while with him. Looks like we just got more Real Madrid shirts going on there. The Beckham one there. I think that might be it where I stopped it. Yeah, so this is in the centre, and I think this is the sort of the English club rail. There's a couple of rails dedicated just to the English teams, and you've got like maybe a small handful for each of the major teams anyway. This one it's got like Liverpool and everybody on. And then you work towards the back wall, and this one's just dedicated to Manchester City. So as you can imagine, with it being based in Manchester, there's quite a lot of interest for Manchester City and Manchester United. So they try and advertise that fact. This rail here was based on what was like world clubs and teams, I think it was. So it's not necessarily brand new stuff. It's not necessarily ones that have players in the back. It's just teams that are not English but are kind of cool. So we've got a Palermo shirt here, pink shirt, lovely, very, very nice, really nice condition. Definitely need to pick up one of those at some point. Lovely Puma effort there. Again, this was getting much more difficult for me to film this correctly, so it's not the greatest, but maybe as we improve. We've got a Boca Juniors shirt there. Do need to pick up one of those. Still haven't grabbed one of those from my collection. And I've got a Nantes shirt here, which is really nice. Macron with the sort of the fading brushstroke effect at the bottom there. I saw a few of these and I was tempted, but it was just a little bit too much money that I didn't want to spend for that day. So what else are we looking at here? Fine art shirt there, Athletic Madrid. I think there's a Benfica shirt there. Besiktas. It was quite a busy shop, to be honest. There's quite a lot of people floating around, and they did quite well to not really interrupt the filming. I think people were conscious of that. And obviously I tried to stay away from people, so I didn't want to interrupt them browsing also. I wasn't doing any narration over the top, so I didn't look like a total crazy person. But did find another pink shirt, Alaves from Spain. Pretty nice. It's not too bad, 50 quid. Condition is in excellent according to Classic Football Shirts, and I couldn't see any issues with it myself. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Probably one I would have added to my collection if I was able to have bought it brand new. What else have we got going on here then? A little Corinthians action. So I think I decided to give up with that rail. And this centre one here was shirts that was based for £25 or less. So it's like your bargain rail. This is where I bought from before a few times. So I went to search out for the mediums. And as you'll see as I'm scrolling through here, it's just t-shirts and polo shirts and training tops like Venezia shirt, River Plate shirts, just generic Nike shirts. Mexico, you got like training wear from Wolves. And it's just like, these are not t-shirts. They've got one football team here from like Ghana, which would have been cool if it had tags, but it doesn't. And then the one shirt that I could have got is the one I've already got, Elgin City, so that was kind of funny. I do have a Turkish shirt here, but there's no sponsor on the front. It's like a Dortmund shirt, Cagliari shirt. This is the Nantes shirt that I saw. I thought, ooh, is it cheap? £25? I'd have bought that. No, it was 40 quid. Someone had just put it in the wrong place. And then just generic Manchester United stuff, and Brazil shirts, Vitória Guimarães. So that was a little bit disappointing, I must admit. I know I have quite a lot, so it's difficult, but it's not like there's even many options here. So that was pretty poor for me, to be honest. But this next section here on the rail, that was just sort of running parallel with it. These are the future classics, apparently. So a lot of them are the brand new tags. I love this Hulk style shirt, but they just didn't arrive with tags ever. Kappa do that sometimes, otherwise I would have definitely picked that one up. Would work well with my other crazy Kappa shirts. This one, Boca Juniors one, recent one. Lovely shirt design, but I just can't be paying that much money for that shirt. It's just too much, I think. Oh, this is the other Simpsons goalkeeper shirt. You know, the one for the Argentinian team. I've got the itchy and scratchy version, and this is the Homer Simpsons one where he sort of fades back into the bushes. For Ordinary Strikers, that wasn't brand new tags. And again, this is where I've been buying a lot of shirts from. Forward Madison, of course, you gotta have a few of those floating around, but still, as jazzy as it is, not as good as the drip shirt that I have of theirs. Next one, we've got this one, the Bay Voyagers, which I already have. And then they've got another one of theirs, which I think is their home shirt, possibly. It's still kind of nice. It's got like a tree setting on there. Leicester shirts. What else we got? Oh, so we've got current season third shirt for Man City. This was in the future classics section. I don't know if that's going to be fair to say. I don't know if it's going to be a classic, but it's going to be memorable for sure. Goalkeeper shirts there, some more Manchester City stuff. Higgins shirt was kind of cool. If I was willing to spend some money, I would have probably picked this one up. I think it was like 50 quid, 40, 50 quid. Little Chilean shirt, but not what I was looking for that particular day. This one, if it would have been about £10 cheaper, I would have picked it up. Ozak FC from the United States. Small team, but the shirt design's not spectacular, so I wasn't in any massive rush for it. So we've got the current season Palermo away shirt, pink, but because it doesn't have a sponsor on it, doesn't interest me too greatly. This one was actually really interesting. Another one of the shirts that if I was interested in buying, I might have bought it. Spartak Moscow is a player spec shirt. It's got the tags. It's got the Russian Premier League patch. It's got additional sponsors. The great material. I'd like to replace my current one with that one at some stage. And then we've got we've got the home shirt for Palermo, but again, no sponsor on that one either. So what else we got coming on there? See a bit of the Benfica flag there. So we're looking at some more English teams here. So you've got the Liverpool shirt. So I thought I'd just pull out some of the classics that we're all sort of familiar with. See, some of these have players on, some of them don't necessarily have them on. Like this one, of course, it's got Michael Owen. It's got this sort of the felt styling, so it does fade a little bit. Got one here when it was manufactured by Reebok. Who we've got on the back? You got Slippy G. So that's quite an important one for Liverpool fans. The yellow. I don't mind a yellow Liverpool shirt, to be honest. Alonso, classy player, one of my favourite Liverpool players. Obviously, was better when he left and joined Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. Got another one of the Reebok shirts here. Who we got here? We've got Harry Redknapp's son. Lovely. But you can imagine that these are sort of the high-priced goods that they're looking to sell. So you don't get a chance to see them too often either. You got the big 3-stripe running over the shoulder there. Looking very, very cool. This one was cool. I don't mind a bit of gold on a shirt. But of course, the most important ones are the Chelsea ones for me. Lamps on the back of this one here. I've got Essien on that one. It's very nice. I actually have this exact shirt, this version with Anelka on the back as well, which is kind of ironic because he missed the penalty in the Champions League final wearing that shirt. Got this one here with the lion sort of running through the material. Gary Cahill. I thought I was the only person in the world that had a Gary Cahill shirt, but it seems like someone else did it. Cool shirt, this one with the little red running across. Juan Mata, of course. Little Chelsea fan favourite for sure. Another home shirt, which I think I've got Ramirez on the back of this one. This one's got Schürrle. Again, another interesting player, not somebody that I would have thought too many people would have had, but one of those players you kind of forget sometimes plays. Got a Torres shirt here, £150. I mean, it is long sleeves, but I still don't think that warrants it to be worth £150. But yeah, that's a lot of money, that is. We've got the Transformers themed shirt here, again with Mata on the back. He certainly was one of the best players at the club during that period. We've got the green shirt. I do like a bit of a green shirt. We haven't had one for a while. Torres, of course. Maybe do I even have Torres on the back of mine? I don't know. And this one I found the Napoli shirt with Maradona on the back. I know a lot of people are interested in those sort of shirts. Napoli certainly do like to promote it. So this is the next room, and it's where they've got their sort of grail shirts, the most important stuff. So you've got the pink Juventus shirt, which is very nice. You get a bit of a Spain action there. You got a nice little Kappa Barcelona shirt. Very, very cool. Some of these are match worn. Some of them are just general shirts. You know, like Juventus shirt there, and River Plate shirt there with an interesting tag attached. Some of them do have players on the back, some of them don't. Got a Milan shirt there, £149.99. Not my favourite design, I must admit. Got a Juventus shirt. They do have quite an interesting Italian teams, classic football shirts. I think it's because they're of a certain age from the UK who grew up with sort of 90s Serie A style thingy. This PSV shirt was really nice. I actually really like this. Very, very cool. Good condition. I love the feel of the material. That was really nice. Got a Fortuna Dusseldorf with the Skull and Crossbones sort of band logo there on the front. £150. Quite a lot of money. But it's you know, one of the memorable shirts there. You know, of course, Juventus shirts. We've got a Spuds shirt. Hummel. It was very nice, this, I'll admit. It was good condition. Love the little design there. And how much money was it going for? £249.99. How about that? Old style Manchester City shirts. Not sure I feel like I enjoy the condition of the sponsor there, but £200 and it's all yours. Palermo Shirt, another £200 shirt there, sponsored by Champion, of course. And what we've got here, France, is it? France shirt, £175. Love the little detailing there on the material with the French logo. What we've got here, Atlanta, £200 shirt again. Match issue, I think it says. Got Monaco shirts, no sponsor or anything, not the greatest. Got an old Arsenal shirt with lovely detailing and the initials on the collar. And we have Argentina here. Not a fan of that style of crest, I mean on the neck. Got a Bury shirt here. Bury, of course, local to Manchester and no longer a club, unfortunately, in this form it was. And we're back with Manchester City here, sponsored by Hulk Hogan. Lovely colour set there, nice little stripes. Rochdale, similar to Bury, local to Manchester, and you can see a big proponent of the Super League before it was even founded there. The sponsor is fading away a little bit. And then we have like a Chinese New Year shirt for Juventus. Don't know who the player is on the back there. Now this shirt is really nice. It's my favourite PSG shirt for sure. One of my favourite shirts of all time. I'd love to have that in brand new with tags. And this is just like, that PSG shirt doesn't really do out for me. And they also do like some like American football stuff and just general American apparel. So they do have a little bit of stuff on the wall, sort of some more grails, international teams, Barcelona shirts, River Plate, etc. And they have a little bit of information about them. Nesta there, and another Adriano shirt that caught my eye. And it's similar to their website. If you look at this bit here, it just tells you a little bit about the shirt itself. But other than that, there wasn't too much going on. But yeah, it's quite cool. Some legend players, and Totti and Milhouse and Eto'o and Shearer. Just very, very nice. All these shirts are for sale. Boca Juniors, you got another Blushikovsky shirt, which everyone likes. Extra large size. You got Bebeto shirt, Brazil. Classic shirt there. Very, very nice. Good condition. And then we've got a Sampdoria shirt and a Spain shirt there. And on the back wall, they have Manchester City and Manchester United shirts sort of lined up. You got Manchester City on top there, sort of old and new, and then same with the Manchester United, slightly more older ones. And then in another slight different corner, you've got the United shirts, similar to the City ones. You've got them all sort of there, and every season you can imagine really. And for me, maybe a little bit too much Manchester stuff going on, but I can understand it. And then they've got a wall where they just sort of put little Polaroids of people who have visited, sort of football players and musicians and artists and people who have got some sort of level of fame. So if you want to pause it, you can pause it. You can see if you recognise some of your favourite stars there. But yeah, that's not too bad, is it? That's pretty cool. Interesting people. Maybe I might find myself in there one day. Who knows, eh? That's it. But anyway, that's it, guys. That's the Classic Football Shirt store in Manchester. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a little bit something different, isn't it? If it works out, it works out. What did I buy? I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy any shirts. I bought a single pair of socks based on a Chelsea away shirt from the 90s. I felt like I couldn't come away with it totally, empty-handed, especially if I spent, 20, 25 minutes just filming in there. It felt a little bit weird just walking out again. But if people do like this sort of video, I can get there quite easily. It's probably cheaper just to do this sort of video than buy a shirt, to be honest. So maybe I could make a monthly thing. You guys can let me know, and then we'll go from there. But I hope you enjoyed having a look inside. If you've never been and you can get access to either of the shops, I think probably the one in London's even bigger. I think they've done it out. I'd advise you to go down. You don't have to buy anything, of course. You can just enjoy the atmosphere, look at some shirts, get some inspiration, and just speak to some of the people that are in there. I'm sure they'd be interested in talking shirt with you. But that's it. Let me know what you thought, if any shirts stood out to you. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, which is probably going to be next week at some point. Hope you all have a good weekend, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.